Hey everybody, Daniel Rubino here with Windows Phone Central. Going to give you guys a first look here at the new Bing apps for Windows Phone 8 announced today by Microsoft. There are 4 of them: news, sports, weather, and finance. If they look familiar, they should. They're basically ports of the Windows 8 versions, and they work very well. News, sports have double wide tiles, weather, and I'm not sure actually finance does. I forgot to check that. Let's see. And finance does too. Surprisingly, weather doesn't have a double wide tile. That's just probably an oversight. I'm sure it'll come later. But as you can see, the tiles there flipping around, they work very well, and they match up exactly to your Windows 8 desktop or tablet, which is kind of cool. So it gives that whole seamless one system feel to everything. So you launch the app here, and of course you get your main headline. And this does have breaking headlines too. So just like the app itself on Windows 8, this can deliver breaking news alerts. Scroll over, you have top stories. Here are your sources. You can of course go through and edit these things. So it's going to bring up an editor here, and you can check off the sources you want to use or don't use, which is pretty nice. And of course then you can also add your own. Here are various topics, so various things you can follow. So like I said, this is exactly like the Windows 8 desktop app, which is pretty awesome as it gives that seamless experience. You have videos built in. Drilling down into the story, let's see, it'll take a second to bring it up here. And there's your image, and of course you got your whole story here. Going over, you have your different styles, font size, larger, smaller, refresh feedback, and settings. Surprisingly, no way to share the article, at least that I don't see. So that's kind of an interesting oversight at first. But overall, looks really good. Let's hop out of that for a second, and we'll show you sports. And same thing, you get your scoreboard, news stories, slideshows. I'll hop into the settings here. I just want to show you guys that. This is pretty similar to the news app as well. So you have your options: auto refresh on, permissions. This is actually nice, the live tiles on or off. And this is a cool option that they put in. This is in all the apps pretty much for the news and the sports, where you have data usage. Update data only when on Wi-Fi. So that's a really good option. Obviously, Microsoft's been focusing a lot on data conserving your data, which is good for emerging markets or for people who have restricted plans. So that's a great option to have. And then you have about and credits. Drilling into the story, it's similar to Bing News. So it gets that info, refresh settings. You don't have the same font, looks like, control. I'll just hop to weather here because I think a lot of people are going to use this. Weather apps are always a hit on Windows Phone. This one's pretty good. It doesn't have any lock screen support, at least not yet. So in that sense, it does lack a little bit. But you do get that cool live tile. Gorgeous layout here with the background. You get today's temperatures. Scroll over, here's your daily. Then you get your hourly, and it's all scrollable. You got maps. You can bring down Doppler radar. Cool little animations there as it flips around. And it's actually animated, which is pretty nice, although you can't see many clouds today. And go into settings. And same thing, Fahrenheit, Celsius, update my location automatically, search history, and you have your permissions: location, live tiles, and data usage again. That you have multiple places, pin to start, search, refresh. So basically full featured apps, really nicely done. You know, for I think a lot of people who are new to Windows 8, these are sort of like core apps you're going to install on your device until you branch out and maybe find something more niche that you prefer. But you know, I think it's a great move by Microsoft, as it's going to make Windows 8 and Windows Phone 8 feel a lot more close together, and that's exactly where the platforms are going. So there you go. Head to Windows Phone Central for more information. We'll get the download links as soon as they go live. Take care, everybody.